technology, courtesy of Dr. Carlo Harvey. Remember that name, yeah? Right, so I've started a company at BCU called Arava Systems with 10 other students. And the whole idea of the company is you want to teach people software engineering from a standing start. So this is from a standing start. I'm going to teach you all to be software engineers, graphene inventors, yeah, and learn a little bit about microcontrollers and microcomputers and how they work, which references Amelia's earlier conversation about semiconductors. So that's the aim of what we're going to try and do today. And I have got some handouts, which I forgot to give out, but never mind. I'm sure they're on the floor. I can reach, yeah. There you go. There's a special one for you there. 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 Maybe I should have done this. It's eating into my time. Never mind. I've made suitable provisions, otherwise known as filler or waffle. But yeah, so there you go. So there's your handout. No. So that's what you're going to learn today. Good. So this is a game. I'm going to show you a game. So this is a computer game. Oh, no internet connection. Oh, I didn't connect first. Preparation, eh? But the idea is, I want to show you a computer game which you're all familiar with. So this is a computer game here, and this is made with a thing called C++. So it's a little computer game, and you can actually download this game as well. I made it at university with a team of 10 of us. We sort of run around shooting at things, which is most computer games are just collisions. You just bump into things. That's basically, you know, everything. So there you go. You've learned everything you need to know about a computer game. So that was the game. Right, now some code. Right, so on the thing now you can see some code. If you look at your sheets, you'll see there's some blank spaces. Yeah. Now code is just a means of communicating to the actual chip. That's all it is. You just communicate to the chip to get it to do X. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at your handout and I want you to add a variable. Call it a name, anything you want. But the first one has to be different, the second one has to be different, yeah? As per the instructions. So just fill in here, yeah, underneath here. Write anything. Whatever you feel. Literally anything you want, just as long as they match, yeah? So, the first variable and the second variable. That's right.
They've got to be the same, yeah?
What? Just put it, anything that you want.
They've got to be different.
They've got to be different,
Okay.
but it's a first variable and a second variable. Because that's how computers work. They want a different input, there you go. Choose these L1, L2, and compare with your neighbour. Have a look with your neighbours, you know. What have we tried here? There you go. So the variable, good, excellent. So it's different. Right. Software engineering. And repeat the same for the bottom one, using the first variable and the second variable. Yeah, underneath. The same lines, use the first variable and the same second variable that you did before. Yeah? That's all it is. Brilliant. Excellent. There you go. And that's and literally that's the great mystery of computer code. For example, when you're using your washing machine, you've got different temperatures. Those are different variables. And that's it. And it's all wrapped up in a function called addition. Right, moving on swiftly. Yeah? So there you go. So now we've covered code. Now we're going to look at microcontrollers. So now we're going to look at micro, and this is a small computer. This is a microcontroller. It's called a Raspberry Pi. So it's a little computer.
I've got one of those in the shop. But not in
little computer. This one can be solar powered with 5 watts. So your code goes on here to do things. Yeah? Right, you got that? Your code goes on the computer. And then we have logic. Now we're on to the next one. So now the next part I'm going to teach you is the actual chips work with logic. So you can see a table here. And the fundamental thing that you have to understand is computers are really stupid. They only understand 1 and a 0, or on and off, or true and false. It's called binary. So, little exercise here. True plus true is always true. If it has any falsehood in it, then it's false or 0. And that's it. Now see if you can fill in the table there. Yeah? It has to be true, and true is always true. If there's any falsehood, any false, it's got to be false. That's all it is. Compare with your neighbour. Because as good software engineers, you always work with people. You have to work in teams. It's just the way it is. Yeah? False, correct, brilliant. Brilliant. Top one true, good. Software engineer, you're looking like software engineer. This could be Google or Meta. Brilliant. Good.
I've got books to do it. I didn't know. It's like learning to learn another language.
Good. Now we're getting to the main event, the juice. Graphene. Here it is. Graphene. What is graphene? Graphene is an allotrope of carbon, which means a different type of carbon, which you use to in your pencil. Here you go. Lead pencil. Yeah. And literally, graphene, your graphite in your pencil, is made up of layers, like a honeycomb shape in a bee. It's layers of that stacked on top of each other. And that's what makes graphite. And the clever Constantine and Andre, what they did is they drew on a piece of sellotape, yeah, like this. It was clear tape, obviously. So they drew on that. Then they put the two ends together, yeah, like this. And they stripped off one layer of graphene in that honeycomb shape. Discovered graphene. I think it's been theorised since the 1930s, but they actually discovered it and won a Nobel Prize in 2010. And now, for the main event, we're going to make some graphene for the first time in England. Yeah, demonstrated to ordinary people. So I believe this is the first time this experiment's been done to like non-scientists. I'm a techie, I'm a massive nerd, as you can probably tell. Right, so how do we make graphene? Well, we're going to use a system, what's known as liquid phase exfoliation. And all that means is, we described that's all made of graphene. So in a powdered form, we need to separate the layers somehow. So we use a mixture of chemicals and ultrasonication. This vibrates at like 40,000 cycles per second. So it'll make a buzzing sound. And what's that doing is interfere with the valency bonds of the atoms and causing them to split. Yeah? It's a wonderful effect. I won't spoil it for you. But I'll just go around and show you all the powdered form. So you go. This is graphite powder. It's a great lubricant for car engines, of course. There's a big look there. There's a synergy here, isn't there? We could have almost done the same lecture, couldn't we? So there you go.
I know it from using it in carbon fibre.
Absolutely, carbon fibre as well, very strong. So sorry, Amelia just raised a very important aspect of graphene, which is its strength, its tensile strength. Due to the way it's made. This is graphite powder. There you go. There you go, teach. Yeah, graphite powder. There you go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add a small bit to, this is cleaner, solvent cleaner that you use to clean PVC windows. And I'm only going to use a little bit, yeah? So as you can see, it's just a small amount, not much bigger than a thumbnail. Right? A small amount. So you put that in there, put it in the ultrasonicator, add your water, it gets very hot. Right? So there you go, that's before. Give it a blast.
How long do you need to blast it for?
You need to blast it for about 8 hours. For the sake of the demonstration. Yeah? I'm just going to give it a little blast. And lo and behold, yeah? And the reason why that is purely because the reason why Remember we said it's only an atom layer thick, you see?
Right.
So because it's an atom layer thick, when you break the bond, the whole thing goes really dark. Yeah, this will go really dark, black as Trudy's top there. Graphene, and that's how it's made. That's how it relates to computers, and that's how it relates to software engineering. I thank you. There was more, but we didn't have time. I tried to keep it under 10 minutes.
Thank you.
I think you did a better job of that than the most of us have.